you wearing today?
What am I wearing today?
Mm-hmm.
I'm wearing a white t-shirt and some jeans.
Baggy or fitted or how?
They kind of medium.
Okay, how about loose?
Alright, loose, that's fine. You can put me down as loose.
Okay. And you're called noval. It's called Noval Publishing Company.
Yeah, noval Publishing, it's my name backwards.
Right.
N-O-V, capital V, apostrophe, A-L. Sounds like novel.
Okay. Oh, and do you have a little accent above the A?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get that.
My mom decided to make it complicated for everybody, so... Yeah.
Okay, let's start with number one. Okay, what other products are published or produced at Noval Publishing?
I decided to debut my company with my own personal novel. Divine Apocalypse, The Beginning of the End, was my first book. I've always been obsessed with eschatology. Eschatology is the study of the end of the world.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've been, I'm a little morbid when it comes to that kind of crap. Divine Apocalypse is an urban fantasy, which is based in many religions. Every single creed has their own version of the end of the world, and ever since 1999, I've always been curious as to how the world is actually going to end. Everybody's saying something different. Everybody, claims something else. So I decided to do a little bit of studying in it, and that's what inspired this series. So the first novel is Divine Apocalypse, The Beginning of the End. In the beginning of 7 to 9 books that I hope to write, but I also have a graphic novel series coming out. In my novel series, one of my main characters has a vision of the end of the world, and I decided to expand upon that in my graphic novel series with an alternate universe if she never responded to that vision. So in other words, if the world had already ended, and the direction that I decided to take with that book, or with this graphic novel series, was I decided to combine Egyptian with Aztec mythology, because both creeds are basically heavily based in hieroglyphics, and I figured since I was doing a graphic novel series, it was only right to pay homage to these.
So tell me something about yourself. What really motivates you?
What really motivates me? You mean as far as to write, or as far as to start a company?
Both.
I find myself very often being inspired by writings of other people, whether it be screenplays, stories, the experiences and the struggles of these fictional characters sort of inspired me to get on with my everyday life. And I felt, or I hope that my art can inspire people to make their lives a little bit easier.
What inspired you to start Noval Publishing? The fact that it was so hard for you, like you sympathize with new writers trying to get their work published?
Yeah, and there's actually a story behind that. Well, I've had to start from the ground up when it comes to publishing, and that's been more of an asset more than anything, because I've been a writer all of my life. Ever since I was young, I've illustrated and created small books. What mainly inspired me to start a company to begin with was, I had this really great manuscript going on. It was a story that I worked really hard on, that I basically dedicated a lot of blood and sweat and tears into. So I was shopping that around to a lot of different companies when the first interest that I got was actually this publishing house in London. I'm not going to say their name, but they were really interested in publishing my book. That they read the manuscript, that they loved it, they contacted me, got me real excited. So a couple of days within speaking to this guy, we were talking about contracts, we were talking about...
And this is the publisher or an editor? Who is
this is a publisher. And a couple of days into speaking with him, about contracts and etc., he all of a sudden mentioned to me how he sort of disagreed with an interracial relationship that was going on in my book, and suggested that I should change it. And for a writer, that's a very sensitive subject. I mean, my characters are my babies. I started them out the way they are, and they just sort of evolved into a relationship. I did not agree with changing, the race of this one character, especially because she was black, I'm black. You know, I'm not sure if he knew I was black or what was going on because he was in London, but I was totally over him, and I was just, you know what I mean? I was just like, you know what, whatever. You racist. I'm gonna start my own company, and then that's that. And I would make it a lot easier for people like me who actually have great work and they're trying to get themselves out there.
Okay. So, what skills do you bring to publishing?
I run my Pacific Publishing Company is the same way a self-publisher would devise their own book. And basically what that means is I show special attention to each and every title that I choose to endorse. A lot of publishers out there, such as, you know, Penguin House, Random House, and a few others, they, you know, the way their company advance is through the long tail, which is they publish a lot of stuff, but they also do not invest the time it takes to market, and they don't devote the special attention that each of these titles deserve. Me, being somebody who just started a publishing company, I know how hard it is to get a book out there, and I am devoted to giving each and every title its deserved attention. A lot of large publishing houses today and other companies, they do something called the long tail, and what that is they have a lot of products and they don't pay special attention to the products that they have. In other words, the way that they make money is not by marketing and advancing the products that they have, but it's having a lot of products. Amazon.com, for instance, has billions and billions of products, and that's how they make their money. Their focus is not on marketing this bestseller. It's not on promoting this book, promoting this product. It's simply having as many products as they possibly could have, and then that's how they make their money. Yeah.
I see. So yeah, so they're not pushing anything. They just have a bunch of products that, of course,
Yeah.
like process of elimination. You know, like one person buys the product here, one person buys the product there. Like it doesn't matter because they make money no matter what.
Exactly. And
Also,
publishing houses do that too.
Don't really see that much money.
Exactly. Publishing houses do that too. What I offer is a hardcore strategic marketing plan devised for each specific book.
What do you look for in writer submissions?
Right now, I'm generally looking for originality.
What books have you read lately? What are you reading now?
Well, lately, since I've been getting in the business, I've been mostly reading business books, not really anything for entertainment. Right now, I'm reading it's called The Well-Fed Published Author by Peter Bowerman. I'm gonna give him a little shout out because I love the book so far. I'm learning a lot of great new things.
Okay, so do you want to talk about any of the other products that noval publishing has?
Absolutely. My logo is a feather pen because I feel every great author has one.
Why do you think that every author should own a feather pen?
A feather pen is the traditional weapon of any great author. Shakespeare had one, you know, and I have one, whatever. I actually decided to donate half the proceeds to a charity company, Love 146.
He has in 5-0?
5-0, Melissa, come on. Like, if you're gonna give it a charity, you might as well give it a charity. Basically, they deal with preventing human, mostly child, sex slave trafficking. And above all else, I feel like that is the absolute stankest and the rudest that you can do to somebody. They get all their rights taken away from them, addicted to drugs, and they're basically robbed of all hope to succeed in anything. And if you're going to be a prostitute, that at least needs to be your choice.
Okay,
In the very least.
Is noval publishing currently accepting submissions?
Yes, we are currently accepting submissions via our website, but I encourage all sales to go through at Amazon.com. And I ask anybody that likes my book, likes that I write, you know, if it gave you a laugh, if it scared you, even if it just entertained you, to please submit a review, something nice, rate it honestly, and just let me know what you guys are thinking.